Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's your favorite entrepreneur, Mr. Derrick Alexander, and I want to welcome you guys to this training. We're going to be talking about the Sniper Pro Scanner. This is a training that a lot of people have been asking for, so let's get right into it. All right. Now, the Sniper Pro Scanner is found on our GFU back office. It is one of the most accurate scanners that we have in the platform, if not the most accurate. We're seeing people having incredible results from simply utilizing this scanner. Now, the Sniper Pro Scanner is a software that has been put together, right? A custom built AI system that has been put together to find the best entries and exits into the Forex and crypto markets. And you can also trade indices as well. All right. You can also trade stocks on this platform. You can also, whatever asset class you're looking at. Some people, they trade gold, oil. They trade the value of oil. They trade the value of gold or silver or platinum. So depending on the asset class you're looking to trade, we actually have on this platform several different asset classes you can actually go for, right? Now, for this example, I'm going to show you Bitcoin USD. Okay, this is obviously Bitcoin. I'm sure all of you that's watching this call, you know what Bitcoin is, right? If you don't, now you know what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is the world's most popular and most traded cryptocurrency, and we actually trade the value of Bitcoin on this platform as well, right? So as you can see here, there are various different indicators that you're going to encounter. Now, I know if you're brand new, you're looking at it, you're like, what is going on here? It looks very confusing. Now, just to be mindful, if you're brand new to the platform, when you log into your GFU back office, you click onto GFU Live, or you go on www.gfulive.com and you log in with your details. On the left-hand side, this will be the cursor, the academy, the live sessions, the My Learning, educators, market news, charts. But of course, you have the scanners. And when you click on scanners, you scroll down until you find the Sniper Pro Scanner. All right. So anyway, back to the training. There are various different indicators. Now, the first indicator that we're looking for, now this trade, just to be mindful, this trade has already passed. This trade was a perfect entry, and whoever took this trade already hit take profits 1 and 2. Okay, but just imagine if this trade, was about to be taken. Here's what I'll be looking for. First and foremost, you're looking at, right, this trend screener. This is called the trend screener, and it scans the markets. It scans the markets because of economical, fundamental news, and it tells you what direction the market is going in. It tells you what direction the market is currently in, okay? And that's where you can make a much more calculated decision about whether you're going to buy or whether you're going to sell. Of course, there's other indicators as well that are going to give you even more of an assurance that the market is going to be going in that direction. So let's just say bearish, trending very strong. Now, this would be a perfect opportunity to look at sell opportunities, to look at sell trades. You're selling or shorting the value of the Bitcoin USD asset. Does that make sense? Okay. So we've identified that this is a trend that's going downwards. The next thing we're looking at is the scorecard. This is a very important aspect of this platform. Okay. Sniper Pro, the first thing people look for is a scorecard. Now, as you can see, the red represents the market going down and the blue represents the market going up, which is called bullish. Bearish is down, and the reason why we call it bearish is because bears, when they attack downwards, and when bulls attack, they attack upwards. So that's the difference between the two. So we're looking for bearish opportunities. Now, the scorecard here is a beautiful scorecard. It represents the number 7. Now, if a scorecard is over 5, over 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, any of those numbers, it's showing it's pretty much a strong trend in that direction if we're adding it to the trend screener. So both of these together are super amazing. We're talking about two like absolutely amazing systems already that we've already identified. The trend screener and the scorecard. Okay, it's game over. Now we know this is actually looking like it's going to be a sell. Okay. Then we're going to be looking for the arrows. We can see an arrow here. We can see some red arrows here. And even on this region, right, I'm sure even before this candlestick was formed, there was a red arrow that would have actually come around this zone here. Or even here, there's red arrows right here. That will indicate to you the market is going in a downward direction. Okay? So there needs to be, number one, trend screener. Number two, the scorecard, which shows you, looking at the economical data, this is another indication that the market is going to be going downwards or upwards. In this case, the market is going downwards, okay? As you can see, the third indication, right, would be the candle and arrow above it. So the candlestick, I'm sure there would, initially, I mean, there's a red arrow here, but even still, there would have been another arrow more than likely here when the trade was called out. And there's more red arrows here to indicate and to solidify this idea that the market is selling. All right. Another indicator is this incredible system called the pipillator. This is a indicator that again shows you what direction the market is looking to go. As you can see here, this is showing you that it's a bearish move. It's red. When you see these red ball pins, it's another indication that it's a strong trend going downwards. And we can also see it's red. It's currently red. I mean, this is blue. This is going up. This is red. It means it's going down, right? This is the pipillator. This also shows you, and this is also known as the trend direction line. Okay? Very, very, very important. Okay? Trend direction line. That's another indicator. Then we're also looking at the EMAs. Okay, this is an EMA. This is a red EMA. And during this particular time, as you can see, the EMA turned red, which indicates the market is pushing downwards. And also got the Bollinger Bands as well, right? Bollinger Bands up here, showing you the market is overall trending in the downward direction. You've got this other EMA right here. And you can call this a mini Bollinger Band as well. Another indicator, a red indicator, pushing downwards as well. All of these indicators are showing you it's looking like a strong sell. Now, a little bonus trick, we also have these key banking levels up here, right? Red banking level, red banking level. Trading doesn't just operate off people like us that maybe might be trading of a couple thousand, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, even 100,000, even a million. That's nothing compared to what the banks trade with. The banks trade in billions. So the banks are really the ones that move the markets, the institutions, the hedge funds. These individuals, they move the market more than anybody else. So the reason why it's very important to look at the banking levels is the banking levels will indicate roughly where the market is going to be pivoting from, where the market is going to be moving from. So this red banking level here is showing, okay, this is typically an area of a retest or an area of reversal. As you can see here, bearish retest, right? Up here is bearish reversal, right? But still, it's showing you this is an area of a bearish movement, okay? So now, what we're looking at is this zone. Now we've identified all of these different things. You're going to look at this. Now just imagine all of this red wasn't here. All of this red wasn't here. But you saw all of those indicators that I just broke down to you. It is a strong, strong reason why you should sell. It's a strong reason why you should sell or why you should have sold at that particular time. Now, what you would do now is you would see there would be a take profit 1 and take profit 2, and there would also be a stop loss that would be added to this system. So you would be able to see it. It's right in front of you. All you have to do is go into MetaTrader 5 and you log into MetaTrader 5, right? And you put in the stop loss, you put in the take profit, And this red box would be the entry zone. Okay? So you would, the whole ball game would be to enter at the very top. Because we're selling, we want to get as much leverage as possible. We want to get in at the highest point possible so we can make the most money. You don't want to get in here, even though you would have made money. You want to make sure that you get in at the highest point possible so you can make a good amount of money off this trade. This highlighted box is our entry level. It's our entry point. Okay? This is our entry point. Does that make sense? You've also got these pivot points as well, which are basically also this could be another TP3, right? This is like, you know, TP1, TP2, around here could be like a TP3. And so these pivot points add another level of confidence to your trading strategy, where you're looking at the points that the AI system is giving to you, and you're able to decipher, okay, this could be another TP. You know, if you put a TP3 and a TP4 here, you would have actually hit TP4 with this trade right here at 86451.02. So guys, there you have it, guys. There is an example, a very simple example on how to use Sniper Pro. I'll go through them again. Just be mindful when you are trading on Sniper Pro, make sure you click on this clog icon here, this cog, click on auto, fits data to screen, and you also click on scale price chart only, all right? Just to make sure that your chart is set up the right way. Now we've identified our trend. I'll go through it again. You make sure you look at this trend screener and you find out if it's trending, bearish, very strong, or bullish, etc. If it says bearish or bullish, it must say trending. Now, it's ideal to say very strong. If it says strong, it's still a good trade. But if it's very strong, it's showing you that it's an absolutely incredible opportunity. Now, then we move on to the scorecard. This scorecard is going to give you an indication of how strong the trend is according to the scorecard. This is another indication that we have that gives you another backup to say, okay, this trade is looking like a sell or it's looking like a buy. Then we're looking at the candlestick and an arrow above it. So make sure there's an arrow above the candlestick, whether it's a sell, whether it's a buy, and that will be another indication that the market is going in a direction. Then we have the sniper later with the ball pins, and as long as it's red and it's showing you it's trending downwards, it's also a good indication. Then we have the Bollinger Bands, right? We have the Bollinger Bands up, you know, at the top there. We have the, let me just remove that so I can move it down. There's a red Bollinger Band right here. You've also got the blue Bollinger Bands, right? That's another indication of strong movement. Let me just make sure I get back on it again. Just make sure, yeah. So let's say I'll go into 1 hour. Right. So the Bollinger Bands, you can see the Bollinger Bands are right at the top, right? Those Bollinger Bands will also indicate and show you the trend. You also have these, indications right here. These EMAs, EMA line here, EMA line there, all indications of where the market is going. And again, I can go to the other time frames. I know I just briefly went onto the 1 hour, but if you look at any time frame you go on, okay, you are going to be able to find, if you know how to identify these trading opportunities with Sniper Pro, you are in the money, okay? All you have to do is look at the trend, look at the scorecard, look at the direction, and if there's no take profit or stop loss that's been placed, like this one has no TP or stop loss, this is not ready. Don't even try and take a trade from this. Don't try and figure it out, right? Follow the system, right? Follow the platform. Now this is on the 4 hour chart, which means that every 4 hours the market is moving to its desired direction. Now of course it's very different from utilizing, you know, other time frame. Because if you're using the 1 hour time frame, the 30-minute time frame, you'll get a different result. Okay, because it's a different time frame. The market is moving differently in that time zone. In a 4 hour time frame, we're looking for longer movements. We're looking for more gradual movements in the market, guys. All right. So, guys, once you place the TP, you put in your stop loss, you put in a reasonable lot size, you let the trade do its thing, and in my opinion, a trade is valid until it hits stop loss or TP1 or even TP2. Okay, until it hits TP or stop loss, it's a valid trade. Let it do its thing. As long as you use good risk management, you are in the money. So, guys, that's pretty much it on Sniper Pro. There are various videos on the platform about this scanner, but I wanted to make sure that I make one myself so you guys can see the very basic principle of it. There are more explanations. There are more detailed explanations of the scanner on the GFU platform. We have the Sniper Pro Bootcamp. There are several videos that will go into even more detail on this scanner, but I wanted to make an introduction to it so all of you are up to speed with how the scanner works and how you can actually go out there and have the success that you truly desire, guys. So God bless every single one of you. Thank you for being on this call, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care and God bless.